jagunjagun ayé mi. Ó yá jagunjagun ayé mi ò ṣe. Ọlọ́run jagunjagun wa. Àmì jagunjagun ayé mi ò ṣe. Jagunjagun ayé mi ò ṣe. Jagunjagun. Ọlọ́run jagunjagun wa. Jagunjagun ilé mi ò ṣe. Jagunjagun ẹbí mi ò ṣe. Ọlọ́run jagunjagun ẹ parí ìjà tó pín ogun sì tán. Olùgbàlà jagun olú orin ayọ̀ náà ó máa kọ́ hallelujah. Ìjà tó pín ogun sì tán. Olùgbàlà jagun olú orin ayọ̀ náà ó máa kọ́ hallelujah. Ẹ fún pé náà kíkan ìgbé ìyìn rere tọdún jákèjádò lọ sí gbogbo ó ti dé ọdún ọdún ìdásílẹ̀ ti dé. Ẹ fún pé náà kíkan ìgbé ìyìn rere tó tún jákèjádò lọ sí gbogbo ẹ̀dá ó dé. Ó padà ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀ ó dé. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà níwájú Olúwa tẹ́ mọ̀ wípé kẹ́ ẹ tó kúrò ń bí lẹ́ni ẹ gba èsì ayọ̀ níwájú Ọlọ́run ẹ pariwo go 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 go. Ẹ sọ pé ẹ̀yin ni Olúwa Jèhófà ẹ̀yin ni Olúwa ọba wa o. Ẹ̀yin ni Olúwa Jèhófà ẹ̀yin ni Olúwa Ọlọ́run títí ayé ni títí ayé ni. Ẹ̀yin ni Olúwa ìwọ ni Olúwa Ọlọ́run tí mo gbójúlé ìwọ ni ìwọ ni. Torí mo 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 níyàn ní bàbá mo fi ṣoríire. Níyàn ní bàbá mo fi ṣoríire. Torí mo níyàn ní bàbá mo fi ṣoríire. Torí mo níyàn ní bàbá mo fi dá ṣẹ́gun. Ó ní ẹ jẹ́ ká jùmọ̀ ṣọpẹ́ sí bàbá. Orin yìí àtọpẹ́ ló yẹ wá. Ìṣeun yìí fẹ́rẹ̀ sí gbogbo wa ẹ kọrin sábà olóore. Hallelujah ògo ni fún bàbá máa bí. Ó pé wà lékè ìṣòro lọ́jọ́ gbogbo. Orin yìí tọpẹ́ ló yẹ wá. Ìṣeun ìfẹ́rẹ́ sí gbogbo wa ẹ̀kọrin sọ́ba olóore wa. Hallelujah. So mama mix Yorùbá àti English papọ̀ pé kí ó lè wà ní very kó lè jẹ́ ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ fún wa. So without further ado, tá bá sọ̀rọ̀ nípa nutrition, ìyẹn ni pé ní plain Yorùbá, ìyẹn ni wípé ọ̀rọ̀ bá ṣe máa ń jẹun àti bó ṣe máa ṣe ara wa lóore. So here I'll be talking about different things that affect me, because one thing tí mo máa ń sọ ni wípé nǹkan tá bá ń jẹ ó máa affect nǹkan tí bí ara wa ṣe máa gbà, ó máa result sí maybe good health or poor health and all that. So first of all, I'll talk about adequate diet. I'll also talk about meal plan. As women, because we are very special. God has created us in a very special way, because one major assignment that our mother of nations, we conceive and we give birth. So our nutrition is very, very important, right from cradle. Praise the Lord. So before I start, I just want to ask us a very quick question. Anybody can actually respond, because Omaje interactive session, question and answer. So when we want to choose a particular food, what do we consider as a pain point? Like if you want to, okay, be if jonja run sin abonjo or anything, clearly consider Omaje be pain points.
I'm asking a question, anybody lay it down. Like when you want to choose, okay, when you want to choose a particular food, when you want to make a choice of what you want to eat in the morning, what do you consider as pain point? Thank you. Availability, that's number one. Another point. There are several pain points like availability, money nko. In fact, all right. So there are different things that can affect food choices actually, and it's one of the key factors that man consider. However, basic fact about food is that anything that is edible, that can provide nutrition, that can nourish our bodies, because onje can maintain very good health. And the primary aim why we eat is for survival. We eat to survive. Everybody since statistics because the primary aim of eating is survival. And what we eat now and how much we eat it, it has a long effect on our food. It has on our health. Sorry, it has a very, very major point on how our health will be. And also, even it is not only now. So affects because different stages lower. For appearance, our motor under 5 children. Our moye ọpọlọ ṣe ń dàgbà tí tó máa fi pé 5 ọ̀tọ̀ nìyẹn. Àwọn ọmọ tó bá ti bọ́ sí adolescent tó yẹ pé puberty stage ọ̀tọ̀ nìyẹn. Àwọn àgbàlagbà náà tó bá ti dé stage ọ̀tọ̀ nìyẹn. So nutrition oníkálukú tí poor nutrition bá ti wà láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ó máa affect bí adolescent yẹn ṣe máa rí, ó máa affect bí ó máa ṣe rí bí tó bá ti dàgbà. Fún àpẹẹrẹ ńsìn tí obìnrin bá wà nù oyún, a máa sọ pé nǹkan tóbìnrin yẹn bá ń jẹ ní àkókò gbà yẹn ó máa determine bọ́ ọmọ yẹn ṣe máa rí. In fact ó máa determine birth weight ọmọ yẹn ní pé báwo ló ṣe wọ̀n sí tábà ti bí ọmọ yẹn. So ọmọ yẹn sì tó bá yẹ pé bó ṣe bí bó ṣe máa dàgbà náà díẹ̀díẹ̀ ni ló ṣe máa rí. So ó ṣe pàtàkì fún wa ká take cognizance nípa àwọn selections tábà ní tábà mú oúnjẹ. Another thing then nǹkan tí wọ́n fẹ́ fún yẹn wá fact kan tó wà very very interesting ní gbogbo problems tó wà ní ayé ní gbogbo problems tó wà 1/3 of those problems are food related. Which means that whatever we do as far as food is concerned, because all of us àti kékeré o àti àgbà gbogbo ala ń jẹun gbogbo ẹ̀ ó máa affect health wa. So imagine how much problem that will be if we are making wrong choices, because 1/3 of those problems in the world are actually related to food. Then another thing again is that I want to talk about adequate diet. Tábà ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa nutrients ọ̀nà méjì ní nutrients pín sí, nǹkan macronutrients, nǹkan micronutrients. Macronutrients yẹn ni macro as the name implies ni pé we require them in large quantities. Our body requires them in large quantities. The micronutrients, they are required in smaller quantities, but àwọn náà wọ́n máa ń support àwọn macronutrients yẹn ni. So macronutrients fún àpẹẹrẹ mo sọ pé gbogbo àmà mọ̀ carbohydrates, ẹ jẹ́ ká dárúkọ àwọn examples carbohydrates fún star mọ̀ ó yá ṣe ẹ̀bà ó yá rice ó yá yam. Okay, those are macronutrients. Then we also have another nutrient. Protein is also a macronutrient. Protein too ó máa help láti replace worn out tissues. Ó máa help pẹ̀lú body development. Mi ò sọ̀rọ̀ nípa carbohydrates lẹ́ẹ̀kan, òun ló máa ń jẹ́ òun ló máa ń fún wa ní agbára, energy giving food ní carbohydrates. So the third macronutrient we have is fat. Fat is also energy giving, but it's also very important. Mo sọ pé bá ṣe ń gbọ́ fat àwọn máa ń pè rárá o mi ò jẹ fat o mi ò jẹ kòkòrò kò possible kí a jẹun kí fat máa wà ń bẹ. As a matter of fact tí fat ò bá síbẹ̀ kò tí ì pè, because we have macronutrients, we have carbohydrates, we have protein, and we have fat, and all these 3 macronutrients are very very important in our health. However, ìwọ̀ntúnwọ̀nsì gbogbo ẹ̀ ló ní requirement, gbogbo ẹ̀ ló ní proportion bá ṣe máa pín ló ṣe máa determine effects tó máa ní on our health. Now we also have the micronutrients, majorly the vitamins and very important nutrients in our diet, and we need to incorporate it because our micronutrients àwọn ló máa ń ran macronutrients yẹn lọ́wọ́ tó máa fi ṣiṣẹ́ tó yẹ kán ṣe. Now for everybody tí Ọlọ́run praise the Lord. Okay, you can hear me right? Okay, bọ́lá ṣe ti dá bọ́lá ṣe ti dá oníkálukú gbogbo ala ní requirement oríṣiríṣi, because nǹkan tá máa ń sọ ní pé nutrition is individualized, it's personal. It is not just a general thing that you just come and say gbogbo yín ó yẹ ẹ máa jẹ iṣu lọ gbogbo yín ẹ máa jẹ ẹ̀bà lọ. Is individualized, and those requirements everybody ló dẹ̀ ní recommended dietary allowance per day, that you need this amount of nutrients for your body to function effectively and efficiently. So ìyẹn ni wípé once abájẹ́ ti dé stage tẹ́ pé àdàgbà like we are no longer growing, we have gotten to that stage. What we need is just to have energy balance. That means whatever you are taking, you are using it up as soon as possible. And this is very important also because our recommended daily allowance must not be exceeded. Because tó bá yẹ pé I exceeded, ìyẹn ni pé a máa accumulate sí. But about use it up, we'll be able to maintain a positive energy balance. Now, those macronutrients, Timo sọ̀rọ̀ nípa, our height, it determines our recommended daily allowance. Our age, our physiological status. When I say physiological status, ìyẹn ni wípé ṣé woman yẹn wà ní ipò oyún or ṣé wọ́n lactate, ṣé wọ́n fún ọmọ lọ́mú àbí ṣé wọ́n lóyún. Then also activity level. A lè fi ẹni tó wà sedentary, ìyẹn ni pé bí iṣẹ́ ọ́fíìsì ló máa ń sábà ṣe, wọ́n máa ń sábà jókòó. Or ẹni tó máa ń ṣe tó jẹ́ athlete tó máa ń sábà sáré. Requirement oníkàlùkù ó máa determine lórí activity level ẹ̀. Then also age. Age is a very very important thing because age because tó bá ti dé age kan wọ́n máa sọ pé okay àwọn problems tó lè wà pẹ̀lú age yìí lélẹ́yìí. Bí nísìnyí tá bá sọ pé ọmọ 15 ó ní hypertension, a máa rò pé it's possible ló pé but nǹkan kan máa ṣọwọ́ sí, but ẹ bá ní pé èèyàn 75 ó la hypertension máa ní is related to the age. So there are different things that will affect the health of somebody. Then am I encouraging pé tá bá fẹ́ pick, tá bá fẹ́ ṣe meal plan àbí tá bá fẹ́ select diet, mo ti dárúkọ àwọn nutrients tá ti pín sọ́nà, macronutrients and micronutrients. Now àwọn àjọ ṣe task yẹn ni because that means that when you want to eat, those things have to be there. And one interesting thing is that nígbà tí mo ní ká dárúkọ carbohydrate food, a sọ pé ẹ̀bà, rice, iṣu. Because mo fẹ́ sọ fún wa ní pé those food items tá ti dárúkọ yẹn, it is not just one single nutrient ló wà ńbẹ̀. Praise the Lord. It is not just one. In fact, as a matter of fact, no single food item has just one single nutrient. It has, but the major nutrient in that food is carbohydrates. But rice tá dárúkọ ń sìn yìí, rice ní protein. Ó ní àwọn micronutrients, ó ní vitamins, ó ní minerals, ó ní gbogbo ẹ̀. But it's just in little quantities. But there are some foods that their own major thing. Bí nísìnyí tí bá sọ pé àwọn oúnjẹ wo ló ní vitamins, of course I will mention vegetables. We have lots of leafy vegetables around. Àwọn ẹ̀fọ́, tẹ̀tẹ̀, ṣọkọ and the likes. Those ones are majorly vitamins. But we can also get those little things in other foods. Torí wọ́n máa fortify àwọn oúnjẹ míì bí sẹ̀mó sí, wọ́n lè ti fi àwọn vitamins kọ̀ọ̀kan sínú sẹ̀mó, wọ́n ti lè fortify. So ti yé wa pé but it's not just that sẹ̀mó is basically carbohydrate. So when we are making our selection, we have to just have a pictorial representation of what the plate is. Torí a máa ń pè ní personalized plate. So nísìnyí tẹ́ bá fẹ́ jẹ oún sìn, ẹ ti rí pé okay, rice one bit. Of course, the major contribution of rice is carbohydrates. Then we also have another one, maybe stew. Stew yẹn sìn, ó máa ní of course, tẹ́ bá ti ń lọ stew, ẹ máa lo onions, ẹ máa lo peppers, tomatoes. All those things have vitamins and minerals. That's another category. Ó ti cover yẹn. Now the animal source tó jẹ́ protein, it can be eggs, it can be fish, it can be beef, it can be chicken. That one has also covered for it. Then what, of course, mi ò tí dárúkọ water. Okay, àṣìmàdé stage yẹn. So this thing, stew yẹn dẹ̀ lélẹ́yìí, oil máa ti wà ń bẹ̀ tá bá fẹ́ ṣe preparation stew yẹn. So all of these nutrients combined, make sure that we have different food groups represented in what you are going to eat in one sitting. Tá bá ti jókòó tá bá fẹ́ jẹun, kì í ṣe pé a kàn máa jẹ plain things or ní healthy combination. Nǹkan díẹ̀ wà tá à ń pè ní dietary diversity because we have different food groups. So if you want to know how to make your choice, if you want to select like your next meal, dietary diversity, we have different food groups from different foods from different food groups. We have ọ̀tọ̀ meat and meat group, ọ̀tọ̀ fish and fish group, ọ̀tọ̀ eggs, ọ̀tọ̀ poultry, ọ̀tọ̀ roots and tubers fún yam, potatoes, cassava, roots and tubers, ọ̀tọ̀ grains, rice, maize, corn. Those, another example, ọ̀tọ̀ fruits, of course, oranges, mangoes and the likes. Ọ̀tọ̀ vegetables, we have leafy vegetables, ewédú, ẹ̀fọ́, ugu and the likes. So all of these food groups, if we can pick just an item from each one in our daily consumption, ó máa ensure pé we are likely, there's a high tendency that you are going to meet your recommended dietary allowance. Now, when we are picking this, when we are making this selection, there are different benefits that we can get from it because if your diet is not adequate, if the problem is not now, it might just be that we are laying the foundation gradually. Ìyẹn ni wípé tí a bá mú oúnjẹ tó pé, ó lè jẹ́ pé ó máa ṣe bí problem yẹn ó máa develop díẹ̀. Àmọ́ tá bá ti already satisfy nǹkan tó yẹ ká ṣe, the likelihood that there won't be problem is higher, because number one benefit is that the risk of having injuries, the risk of having illnesses is reduced. Fún àpẹẹrẹ ń sìn, vitamins yẹn àwọn a máa ń pè wọ́n ní they fight against infections and diseases, so and prevention is better than cure. It's better for you to have been kẹ́tí gba